So tonight, Ken Domik had a over 3-hour-long live stream, and at one point, about midway through, he said something that really shows his true colors when it comes to how he speaks about people that don't share his ethnicity. He's going to call me a hater for pointing this out, but the problem is, this is his own words that I'm showing you. But basically, he received some sort of candy or food item from another YouTuber, and I guess he tried it earlier in the stream, didn't like it, so he started charging $5. If he got a super chat for every $5, he would eat a piece of this plum or whatever it was. So I'm going to play the clip now, so that you can see, and then I'll, react to the comment that he made. But I'm just going to show you some context before the comment was made.
I'm gonna barf. One. Oh, the texture. Oh! Ah! The Chinese are horrible, so the Japanese are horrible people.
That right there, the Chinese, and then he corrected himself to say the Japanese are horrible people. Why would you say something like that? Like, I could see somebody saying that another country putting out a product that may be a delicacy over there and isn't something that someone in Canada or North America would be used to. But to phrase it that way, that's not coincidental. That is a subconscious way of saying something. I don't know anybody personally or through other, online personalities that I've followed that when they don't like something that they blurt out, the Chinese or Japanese are horrible people.
How was your 4th of July? Well, we don't celebrate the 4th of July, so it was a regular day. Thank you very much. Have you been to Hawaii? Yes, many times. Love Hawaii. What's up, Ken? A long time no see, bro. My wife and I discussed the fact that we could probably live in Hawaii for a year. But the only way I'd want to live in Hawaii for a year is if I had the money to be able to travel back anytime I want. To visit family during Christmas, Easter, during the summertime when we go to the cottage and things like that. But I would love to live in Hawaii for a year, just to say that I lived in Hawaii for a year. And my wife's totally on board. I have to make a couple more videos, apparently.
The problem with that is that a Canadian without any sort of visa to be able to stay in the United States of America past 6 months would, as I said, require a visa. Whether Ken could qualify for a work visa or something of that nature, I do not know. I don't think so, because I don't really see YouTube celebrity as a essential, sort of worker. But yeah, clearly, as I point out all the time, Ken has all these plans that he wants to do and all these amazing things that he's doing, whether it's his fasting and weight loss that he talks about all the time, or just anything in general. The problem is, he doesn't do the research. He doesn't know what he can or can't do, how something works, what is allowed, what isn't allowed. Like, Ken just doesn't seem to get it. He doesn't want to put in the time to figure it out. He just thinks that he can go around and do whatever he wants because it seems like a great idea.
Was that a way of ingesting more donations? What? If you don't like what I do, you don't have to watch, people. If you don't have to watch. Most people get that. I'm not sure why some people don't get it. Georgia. Hey, KBD. Well, hello.
Yes, Ken. It's interesting how you say that people that don't like you and what you do don't have to watch. So why is it then okay for you in your own mind to think, I don't like what this Ken Domik dissemination expose channel does. I don't like what he talks about. I don't like that he takes, a video that I did and reacts to it and transforms it and uses it under the fair use guidelines that are set out by the DMCA and the CCA. So what am I going to do? I'm going to strike it because that's the only thing I can do is abuse the system that's put in place to protect legitimate copyright violations, because I'm going to suppress his ability to react to my egregious behavior. Like, it's a hypocritical thing. And if you can't see the hypocrisy in what you just said and the actions that you take against my channel or against the KDRC's channel before that, or any of the other channels that you may take this sort of action against, then there is clearly something wrong in your ability to logically think. Because just because you think that you have this God-given right to you to speak your mind, you think that someone else can't speak their mind because it's criticism about you? I haven't gone around on my channel or in my videos saying outlandish things that like you do. I've seen you actually state derogatory things about me. So don't go around saying that your haters just like to say mean things about you, because I haven't said anything mean about you. All I pointed out is an opinion based on your actions.
Haters ruining everything. Yep. Haters gotta hate because they fail at life and they just hate when other people succeed in life.
Yes, Ken. We just hate because we have nothing better to do and because we see someone like you that's apparently succeeding in life. Congratulations on making an illogical statement. That is absolutely ridiculous. The reason why, if you would like to know, that I point out and I react to your content is because you cannot and will not take criticism. You go around the second that someone criticizes you or says something about you that you aren't a fan of, and you lash out at them. In this case, the only thing that you can do is you go and you strike videos on my channel because you abuse a system, as I said, because that's the only thing you can do. And then when that doesn't work because you won't sue somebody because you know you have no grounds to sue us because of fair use, what do? You then go and say, well, they defamed me in the video, with no proof because you figured out, oh, well, that's a system that works because then it'll block the video from being shown in Canada. But then we're back to square one with you because you're just doing something else and abusing another system, and then we can't really fight it because there's no appeals process for that at this point in time. So, yeah, Ken, we hate on you just because we have nothing better to do and because we're jealous of the success that you have. Like earlier in the video, you said that you don't even make $10,000 a month. That's what you claim, and that's what you responded to the person. And you're like, I don't get why people need to know what people online make. Blah, 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 blah. But then other times you talk about how you're making 25% less than you were making before, when there's no information provided to support your claim other than what you said. Maybe that's true, or maybe that's you just trying to garner sympathy to get more money out of people. Who's to say?
We had Darth Vader, a lot of our moderators in here helping keeping things clean, respectful, because there's nothing worse than some hater coming in here shooting off their mouth, trying to get attention because they don't get it in real life.
Yes, Ken. That's our main objective, to come into your chat and shoot off our mouths because we don't get attention. I guess you doing these live streams for 3 hours trying to get people to send you money so that you don't have to pay to do these videos out of the money that you already make from the videos is not you trying to get more attention. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong in that.
That's right, mods. Keep the haters from ruining the party. They're like bouncers at your party that you hire to keep the drunk losers out.
So now haters are apparently drunk losers. This coming from the individual that's sitting on a live stream getting inebriated by drinking beers, who has previously done live streams where he's gotten so drunk that he's taken money to puke in buckets before, or shot off his mouth by saying that he would shoot a member in the face. So, yeah. How do you get someone like that off of YouTube? Because apparently that's acceptable behavior for someone to threaten violence, to drink until they vomit into a bucket. That's entertainment? I just don't get it.
And they just throw them out onto the curb with the garbage.
Yes, Ken. Keep smiling. Keep being hypocritical by saying nasty little things about us haters, as you like to call us trolls. Yep, because that just makes you a saint.
Ken does remind me. That's nasty, Sam. Nasty. I'm not sure why people like to joke about that kind of shit. I guess your mind is where it needs to be. I don't know.
Yet Ken has made sort of similar nasty and off-color jokes before, but he doesn't question it when it's coming out of his mouth. Granted, I don't know what the individual said because Ken didn't finish the statement and I didn't see it in the chat. But, like I said, just pointing out yet another hypocritical moment from Ken Domik.
Going into work, I'm a nursing assistant on a COVID unit, still alive and hungry. Hats off to Armani Lopez for being a frontline worker. Everybody, give Armani a thumbs up for being a frontline worker, keeping people alive from this COVID shit.
Yes, Ken. This COVID shit, as you put it. You know, this little pandemic that you've completely ignored. You know, the one that you just don't really care about, that you complain with the border being closed to the United States, so you can't drive down there to eat at gas stations, to make videos, because you feel that that's the only quality content that you can put on to the platform. You know, this little virus that's no worse than the common flu, even though that's a debunked myth. But you seem to believe it because you don't do any research on it. Talking about how the mortality rate's low. No, technically it's not. Technically it's a lot higher than the common flu because of the fact that so many people are dying from it, and we still don't know all the ramifications. Like, research is coming out from professionals in the medical field where they're saying that they are now starting to see so many serious problems amongst people that got the virus, have become virus-free, but now they believe that they may not even be protected from getting the virus again because the antibodies that are usually produced by the body to essentially make you immune for whatever period of time from, you know, getting the virus again so that your immune system can fight it off, are disappearing. So we honestly do not know how serious this is, but nope, you don't take it seriously at all. You took it serious for one day, you used it for a clickbait title, and then you just went about everything as normal because you didn't want to not make your money. So don't even try and pretend that you have given a damn about this. You complained about the mask policy, and now that it's a mandatory thing and you have no choice, you still technically complain about it. You do it because you have no choice, but you still complain that you have to wear it. I just don't get your logic.
Hey, let's go longer to piss the haters off. I like your thinking. It's funny how you have haters who secretly like you because they have to like you. Because why would they waste their time watching you? Oh, I hate that guy. I gotta watch him. He's on right now for 3 hours. Hey, man, you should come to our party. No, man, I gotta watch this guy I don't like.
Oh, Ken, it is so sad that you think that we actually secretly like you. I've been honest from the get-go with people. I used to like you back when I first followed you many years ago. But then, around 2016, you started to show your true colors and the fact that you are a rather ignorant person, that your arrogance knows no bounds. That is not a defamatory statement. There is plenty of proof of that. When you get passive aggressive with people because maybe they didn't hear your order right, so they didn't give you a drink, and then you take it out on them, that is arrogance. That is ignorance. So that is not me being defamatory against you. I don't get how you don't get that logical statement. But the other thing that really makes me laugh with what you just said is that we are invited to parties. Oh, let's come to our party! No, I gotta sit around and watch Ken Domik talk and be boring for 3 hours because I secretly like him. Who's having parties right now? We're in the middle, we're still in the middle of a pandemic. So I'm not sure why you're thinking that parties should be a thing, when we've seen that people congregating in that sort of manner is what is causing new spikes. The fact that we're staying home and doing the right thing, that the province, that the country, that the municipalities have been asking us to do, and that you have completely ignored this entire time, just shows that we have common decency, that we don't just think about ourselves. So no, I do not secretly like you. I only strive to point out and react to show people what your true colors are. You don't like it, and as you said, if you don't like something, don't watch my videos. You've also been sent a cease and desist letter, so any actions you take from here on out are harassment and will be included in the lawsuit, which a couple times in the video you actually said you did not believe that I would sue you. Well, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but I've already sent off the paperwork to get the fee exemption from the Barrie Courthouse. Once that comes back, maybe it'll be next week or the week after. I don't know how long that process takes for them to process that request. But as soon as that is done, I can then send the draft that I have saved on the Ontario website for small claims court to file my court claim. Then it's a matter of waiting for them to send me the documents so that I can serve you with that, so you can know when to show up to face the music. So, Ken, think what you want, man. That's your right, just as it's my right to voice my opinions, because that's my freedom, which you continually have tried to take away from me by suppressing the videos on my channel. You've done it a dozen times now, and, you know, basically at this point it's either sue me or knock it off, because, as I said, you have now been served a cease and desist letter. Next week you'll get it via registered mail, but the electronic version still counts. YouTube and Google LLC, the parent company of YouTube, have received the exact same letter, so it is on record. So, Ken, I don't care if you believe or want to believe that I secretly like you, but as I said, I haven't liked you since 2016. That's how pathetic that is. Yep, Ken. It truly is pathetic that you believe that only you can speak ill against people, that only you have the right to voice your opinions. You constantly say in your live streams that everyone has the right to their opinion. You said that at the beginning of your last members only live stream, which I have not reacted to yet. So, again, quit being a hypocritical, illogical jackass, because all it's going to do is come back to bite you in the ass. It just adds to the mountain of evidence I have against you of you willfully abusing a system to suppress another person's freedom of speech, which you constantly say everyone is entitled to. Well, here you go. I'm using your own words, and what are you gonna do? Chances are, you're gonna ignore the cease and desist letter and strike this down. And if you do, it just gets tacked on as yet another count of your egregious behavior and your willful choice to ignore the consequences of your actions. Ken, I'm going to say it as plainly as I can, but you are responsible for your own actions, and the consequences of those actions are solely on you. This has been another Ken Domik dissemination expose, raw and uncut video. But until next time, KDDE out.